Hi, Alice here at Sally's Yard. Let's see what she's done to create visual interest. On an urban lot, privacy with plants is important. She also uses plants to create pops of color for accent. She has a half-acre lot in an urban area. It's late winter. Let's go take a look. Sally's done a lovely job with the entrance to the side of her house, and I love the pop of the daffodils and this beautiful camellia that made it through the cold, and you can really enjoy the beautiful blooms on this camellia and see why camellias are such a favorite shrub for those of us who live in the South. Wonderful winter, late winter, early spring blooming. I've enjoyed watching spring come out in North Florida, and this is a little cooler zone than the zone that I'm in. And my favorite early spring, late winter blooming flowers are here. Beautiful daffodils, which we don't have many varieties you can grow down in North Florida, but you can grow some. And of course, the hellebores, one of my favorite plants that bloom late winter, early spring. And my friend Sally has done a lovely area in her backyard, and it's a pleasure to enjoy these beautiful plants. And here's a paper bush that's blooming, and behind it, some beautiful camellias. And some of them got browned from recent frost. There's also an old camellia. This just shows the height that these camellias can get when they're left to grow to a normal size. And then this one next to me is also a camellia, and it is bushy and huge. It looks like a tree, and it already bloomed. Back for springtime in Sally's yard. Let's go check it out. She has a variety of butterfly weed, and this is a milkweed. Ah, there's a bee. There are 2 bees already that have found this plant. I love that there's some zinnias that are coming up a nice color contrast in her bed. This plant is a long-lived perennial. Zinnias, or zinnias, however you call them, are annuals, and they can reseed themselves. Then she has the beautiful delicate aura daylilies. Some of them have already bloomed, lovely flowering plants, and they are a long-lived perennial. And then she's planted some annuals on the other side of her front garden. She's repeated her Bella de Ora daylily, and she has some lovely Solomon seals. Behind them, she has some small azaleas and some irises that have already bloomed. She has some periwinkle. I always love checking out the side garden. She has this interesting area and beautiful plant growing here. Lovely dahlia growing and more buds to come. And blueberry plant, spectacular looking. Those must be about 8 feet tall, covered with blueberries. And there are 2 of them, which probably help with the pollination. She has daylilies. These are a different variety. They're not the small ones, but they're lovely orange color. And her Lenten roses have finished blooming, but she's got a calla lily that has come up, and her calla lilies have come up. These are all perennial, and this one is a beauty. Here in Zone 8A in the Atlanta area, the hydrangeas are blooming like crazy, and this is a beautiful variety that Sally has in a pot growing in a shady area, actually underneath a camellia. This is a lovely lace cap lavender pink. And across the backyard, there's some oak leaf hydrangeas are blooming and they are gorgeous. These oak leaves are native plants and Sally has a couple of varieties of them, but huge plum blooms, spectacular. And in another shady corner of the backyard is another gorgeous example of oak leaf hydrangea, healthy plant. And you can see that their natural shape, they grow tall. That plant is at least 6 feet tall and about the same 6 to 8 feet wide. So if you have a space partly shady where they can spread out, they will thrive. Some beautiful hostas blooming. And again, these plants enjoy a shady area and some beautiful fern behind them and what looks like what we commonly call cast iron plants. So this is clearly a very shady area and everything is thriving beautifully back here. This plant, which is bloomed in January here in the wintertime, is called a paper bush. But it makes a beautiful specimen plant in the garden and a nice contrast to the azaleas that are growing behind it. Different leaf structure, so beautiful combination of plants. One unusual plant in the backyard is a manahawk. This plant came from Louisiana and it is probably about 10 feet tall and it does have a bloom that's sort of like a hydrangea. Pineapple lily that will be blooming soon and they produce tiny pineapples, not like the kind we eat and buy at the grocery store, but these are beautiful, nice color, kind of a rosy center to them, dark green leaves. Those of you who want potted plant near your house, this is a crown of thorns blooming now, and it can be a shrub in the yard, or it does well in a pot. And you can see where it gets the name because of all the thorns on its stem, its branches, but beautiful pink flowers, and it makes a nice specimen plant. You just want to be sure that you wear long sleeves and gloves when you're handling this plant so you don't get any skin tears. I hope you enjoyed the brief tour of Sally's garden. It's been a pleasure to see blooming plant. And if you've not subscribed, please subscribe. Garden Yay! See you again soon.